Hey everybody. Welcome to this next episode of Conning Around. This one's about like Ace Comicon. It's been a long weekend. Let's see, I just got back probably literally a couple minutes ago. I'm trying to shoot this as quickly as I could. Uh, this convention it was good and bad. There's some really good things about it, but then there was some pretty bad things about it too. Uh, so I mean, like some of the issues we had for this convention. I'm not trying to trying to bash anything. Not trying to do any of that. There's just some suggestions that might help to make the experience better. Because Friday, we did our convention and stuff like that, and it it was kind of like a crapshoot. Like there was just a lot of stuff. Like they were very unorganized. Uh, we got in there. They didn't know what was going on. It seemed like, and I don't know if that's part of because of the convention or the location, because it was being done at Quest Field, where the Seahawks, or at WAMU Theater, which is right next to Quest Field, which is where the Seahawks play and all that stuff. Seahawks and Sounders. So Friday, like I said, wasn't too bad. It got a little crazy at times. Like, it was kind of weird because, I mean, we had to go through a metal detector, which is fine. I have no problem with that, to get into the building. But then we had to go through metal detectors every time to go do autographs and go do photo ops. So it's like we were bouncing back and forth to do both. So that kind of sucked a little bit. I mean, it made it kind of difficult because there was like no bathrooms in those areas, so you kind of really couldn't leave and come back. It kind of made it a little bit difficult. Uh, but like I said, getting the signings and stuff like that, it was a little crazy. I mean, there was some spots where it got a little crazy, and I was kind of worried that I wasn't going to be able to get all my signings, even though I pre-bought all that stuff. It seemed like they oversold everything, so I don't think they prepared for that all too well. But I because they gave us VIPs, so the way I looked at it was to get the VIP, you have your regular line kind of going, and then you'd have like a VIP line kind of to kind of not really skip around it, but to kind of jump the line a little bit. I mean, you pay for the money to get that. You would think that you kind of get the move line. It just seemed like when they did the VIP line, you went and did it, but then you queued up with all the other VIPs. So basically, which made it another line, and it was a little crazy. Like I said, Friday wasn't too bad. Like I said, we had a couple signings on Friday to go do. We did some comic book artists and stuff like that. We did I'm trying to think of we did Tom Holland autographs on Friday. We did I'm trying to remember all the ones I did. I've got quite a few going on here. I know Tom Holland was a big one. We did some other ones. Saturday was a completely different story. Saturday I felt was kind of like a train wreck. Unfortunately, it was. I know this is like the third convention, so I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. And I'm not trying to bash anything. I'm not trying to do any of that. That's not what this is about. But like I said, it was a little bit of a train wreck because everybody was there. So you got in, we got there, we showed up early. I try to prepare myself a little bit beforehand to kind of. I went with my suitcase idea. What I normally do, I bring a suitcase and I have all my pops and stuff like that I bring to get signed. And because it didn't tell me anywhere on the site that, go ahead and if it doesn't tell me that I can't bring it in, then usually I'll bring it. But it didn't tell me that, and I brought it in. And they told me about 3 minutes before we went in to get into the building that I couldn't bring that in. So I had the thing loaded, and I had nothing else to bring with me. I had my backpack, but I couldn't really. I luckily was able to fit it all into the backpack, and then I just went and got a bag when I was inside. So it was kind of a little bit of a train wreck. I mean, I felt like I got a little heated. I apologized to them because I got heated and I didn't like it, but I just tried to talk to them to explain it. That's always the best way to do a lot of that stuff, is to kind of just talk to them and kind of explain what's going on with the situation and give them suggestions. Don't scream at them because that doesn't help anything. So maybe we got inside. It was crazy. It was a nut house. I mean, like, lines were everywhere for all the signings, stuff like that. There was lines going outside. It was it was just a complete nut house. I mean, like I said, it's the third convention. I'm not trying to do anything, but there's just ways they can do it better. I'm hoping that they'll be able to figure it out, iron it out. I managed to get everything, so it's not like I didn't. I know like a lot of the actors they were signing till like 10:30, 12 o'clock at night because they had to. I mean, they wanted to they got through everybody because they oversold them, and it's the unfortunate thing that happens. I mean, you don't want it to happen, but it unfortunately does. Like I said, I managed to get that. I managed to get to my Saturday was I had a panel. I had a couple panels. I missed a panel, which sucked. It was unfortunate. It was the Funko Funcast panel, which sucked. I really wanted to go to that, but I was in lines trying to get Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen and the another Tom Holland one we had, and then we were just loaded. But beyond that, I'm gonna try to do this real quickly. Nothing too much. I've already kind of talked about what I was gonna plan to do, but I was gonna show off some of the stuff that I kind of got. Figured it wasn't gonna be too much. But as always, I'm gonna try to just do, like I said, real quick. I've already shown what I was gonna bring, and I'm gonna show what I did get. So we're gonna start right out of the gate here. I got a couple Tom Holland signings here. Like I did, I was really happy with it. He was absolutely amazing. Like I said, I got this one signed, which I'm kind of glad. I got the Jeremy Renner. I got the Tom Holland, and he was absolutely amazing. He was definitely a really nice. He was pleasant. He was pleasant to talk to. And I enjoyed getting a chance to talk to him. But this was a pretty quick. You had to kind of go and get your signing and go. It was that's the way it is. As I did get my still. So that's the still I decided to choose with. He had a couple. He had like an unmasked one and stuff like that. But I wanted to go with this one. I thought this is definitely the iconic look for him, for his first movie to come into, and loved it. He was absolutely amazing. Next one we'll shoot with is I got the Falcon, Anthony Mackie. He was awesome again. I'm so glad I got a chance to meet him. Absolutely hilarious. That's one thing I will talk about is that I'm going to show off, continue to show stuff, but there was an issue with the panel, and it seemed like it got a little heated. If you look at Facebook, please don't take anything from it. I just suggest don't bash anybody. People are going to be rude to them. They were rude. I will say they were rude, and they shouldn't be. Nobody should be that rude to people, but they were, and unfortunately, and then people were being rude back to them, so it really didn't do anything. It made it just kind of worse. Next thing I got here is actually, like I said, I got a lot of stuff going on here. Is I got some of my Winter Soldier signed here by Sebastian Stan. He was surprisingly really quiet. Like, he was very, very soft spoken, which is okay. Like, nothing much. I mean, he's kind of like his character, very quiet, just very and stuff. But here's the other ones I got signed by him. He was, like I said, he was definitely nothing wrong with that. He just very soft spoken, very just to the point. I mean, blunt and everything like that. So, but he was awesome, definitely amazing. Their panel was the Tom Holland, Anthony Mackie, and Sebastian Stan panel was amazing. The Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Bettany panel was absolutely awesome. This was like her Elizabeth Olsen's first convention, and she loved it. So it's great to see that she wants to probably do more. So I'm hoping everybody else gets a chance to see her. She was a doll. She was amazing. So I'll try to go right into hers that I got here. Speaking of Sebastian Stan, I did get this too. I love this photo very much. His signing's down here, but I love that photo of him basically becoming the Winter Soldier. Next thing, like I said, I'll go with, like I said, I got a lot of stuff here, is the Scarlet Witch here that I have, Elizabeth Olsen. Like I said, she was an absolute doll. Hilarious, funny. Next one was is obviously Vision himself, Paul Bettany. He He is a talker. I will say he is definitely a talker. If you kind of see his rants from um, A Knight's Tale and stuff like that, we talked to him about A Knight's Tale, and so, that was the thing that we loved him from first was A Knight's Tale, and he was absolutely was like, you know what, I appreciate that. And it's not, because he's like, I like that everybody likes multiple different things, stuff I'm in, not just one thing. It kind of takes appreciation. They really do appreciate that. But yeah, so here's a couple things here I got. Here's the Paul Bettany stuff right here that I managed to get. The new thing I got here was the photo I decided to go with was the both of them. Thought they were, like I said, they were absolutely amazing. They were fun to talk to. Like I said, it was pretty quick for the most part because it was so crowded, so packed. It just kind of happened that way. Next one I got here is was Grant Gustin. I just realized I forgot his photo that I got, but it was just a photo of him as Flash, kind of like this, where he's got the full outfit on. Awesome guy, like. We were trying to convince him to do more conventions because he's definitely one that a lot of people like to get. He was very crowded, but he was only there just Saturday, so it happens that way. Yeah, like I said, he amazing. I mean, he really was. He definitely you can tell he loves his fans. They all do. They all love their fans very much. It sometimes it comes a little standoffish because they're so busy, they're so tired because like I said, they were signing till midnight. And then they had to roll in the next morning to come and do more signings. So they get a little tired. We're all tired. We get a little aggravated. It happens. Last thing I got was the Haley Atwell. I mean, my Agent Carters here that I managed to get. Like I said I got those all signed. Yet again, I loved meeting her. She was definitely awesome. I added more to this one here. So I got her right here. It's kind of hard to see. It's black. I mean, it's shiny here, but like I said, she's awesome. I'm hoping I can get James Darcy on this to finish this one off. That's definitely on my to-do list. But yeah, and I did pick up. Oh yeah, and I picked up some other stuff. I got some artwork stuff done. This was the exclusive comic for the convention. Unfortunately, like I said, the Chris and both Chris's canceled. Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth canceled. They could have been on this cover. I didn't get Tom Hiddleston because he was already sold out, but I did get Will Sliney, who is the artist of this. He's also the artist of a couple of these generation photos. He does some of the inking and stuff like that for these ones. Does the inking for Gwenpool here. Like I said, I love meeting the artists. I love giving them their shout outs because they're all awesome. Next thing I got here is the Kim Jong Gi. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, but but he did all my Civil War II connecting photo variants that I have here. Another guy, but very very quiet, but like I said, he's quiet, but he's nice guy, really, really was. Everybody was, Last one was one of my favorite ones. I got a chance to talk to him for a while. Was Clayton Crane. He does a lot of these Punisher these Punisher covers, and he does like this Venom cover. He does one of my favorite covers that I've got here is this one, my Captain Marvel cover. I love this cover so much. We got to talk to him for a good long time. Like I said, they all appreciate their fans and stuff like that. But this video's a little bit long. I know I'm kind of rambling. I'm hoping I'm not cutting too much off. But like I said, please, don't. Like I said, if there's one thing I say about conventions is if you're gonna do like a Q&A for a convention for somebody, if you don't like the response, please don't bash the celebrity. Don't. They may seem like a dick at times. It happens. We all get a little heated at times like that. But please, don't bash the other people too. Don't do that. Just don't, because it kind of ruins it. You don't want to see. You don't want one person to ruin everything and them not come back for anybody else. So, but like I said, it was a quick haul. I'm a little tired. I gotta work in the morning. Got to go to bed to get work in the morning. But like I said, quick, easy haul. Uh, but as always, you know, you guys have a fantastic evening. Always like, subscribe, share. Uh, Take care. You guys have a fantastic evening. I'm gonna go to bed. So have a good night.